Well, it certainly changes the dynamic of international negotiations. So, I mean, that's a huge reason that we haven't, NATO forces haven't gone into the Ukraine, for example, is that even though the Russian army appears to be being reduced or decimated at a pretty strong, very rapid rate, the fact remains that they have nuclear weapons and remain a threat. And of course, World War III, if that were to ever happen, that might be the end of the species, like you said. So, I mean, it plays, a significant role. How do you do business? How do we negotiate with these rogue states that have nuclear weapons?
I mean, I think again, there's been a history of weapons of mass destruction, which have no longer been acceptable in the international security regime. You had once biological weapons and chemical weapons were mainstream weapons of war until there was a change in calculus and a decision that these are illegal, immoral, reprehensible weapons that were then banned by international treaties. And that's what we've done with nuclear weapons. It's taken the broad, widespread belief of most of the international community and turned that into international law with the Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons. And there's currently 9 rogue states who still have nuclear weapons, who don't subscribe to this new emerging international norm. But with time, they'll have to come on board, and we're already seeing shifts in how there is, how nuclear weapons are perceived, and the stigmatization of nuclear weapons, divestment from nuclear weapons producing companies, for example. And that's the power of international law, is to build up the international norm, so even rogue states are stigmatized by their behavior if they continue to go against that norm.